roof.
We are now on the roof of the Black Bear Diner on Bell Road and the freeway here in North Phoenix, observing the damage to the roof done by vandals. They've pretty much stripped all. I have an AC guy here, so you want to explain to him what was stolen out of the units for this video?
Right here. There used to be a condenser coil that sat here.
Let me get your arm in here, bud.
Used to be a condenser coil that sat here.
Okay, condenser coil is gone.
Go around this.
This will go around another unit. All the wire feeders from the sub panel were stolen. We have another unit right here.
Another condenser coil sat here.
Another condenser coil right here, all gone.
Go on that side.
Okay, we're gonna go over here. And
pair of gloves.
Mine.
Oh.
And here they've ripped out my home runs. I'll show a little video of this. You can see my home runs.
See all the copper's gone?
All the copper's been, as he's pointing out there, has been stolen out.
There's an evaporator coil that sat here.
Okay, a coil that's set right here. Yeah, I'll just post this on YouTube and use it like mail.
They were taking these out, and they got this part way out.
They couldn't get them apart apparently, huh?
This is all copper.
Oh yeah, I know that, but I'm saying they couldn't get these out of here for some reason. Come over here to this next unit. This was a new unit. I remember wiring this puppy up.
There's a evaporator coil here.
Evaporator coil there.
A big condenser coil here. Used to be.
Okay. Another unit over here now.
Same thing. It's all been stripped out. See where the copper tubing's been cut.
Okay, all the copper tubing to the roof has been cut out up here to the units. And then we'll walk over here. This is the makeup air coolers, which is all brand new when we rebuilt this place from old Coco's, I believe it was. Oh yeah, we want to get that. And here's all the copper coming up. Now these copper pipes would have went to where now, Bob?
Walk-in coolers, walk-in
Oh, so this would have been the unit for the walk-in cooler that we're looking at now.
Yeah, they would have tied to this.
They would have tied to these little compressors that I'm showing you right now for the walk-ins. So now we can see pretty much, they didn't do a lot of damage inside. They wanted the copper up here. We have a few cut conduits inside, but not really many.
They tried to get into here.
Couldn't get into here.
They tried, but they couldn't.
Tried and they couldn't. And then we come over here and video. This is my sub panel. They didn't get into our mechanical room, but as you can see, they ripped out all the wiring from the breakers down to all the units up here too. And here's my little blower that was brand new we installed here, but it still seems to be intact. We'll walk around here and show some of the makeup airs. Now this was all a little 12 wire on this end, and not much reason to steal this little crap. All the money was in the big copper. So it looks like the makeup airs for the kitchen area are still intact. In fact, some screws I left there from years ago. And here's some more damage to. They tried to start taking out this little copper here, but they probably realized there wasn't much value in this little shit. So we'll see if we can get an overall pan of this roof area for here, you guys. Of the damage done here, and we'll just walk you around. After all these videos are free on YouTube, just my time, and go around and just survey like a sweep. You'd think I'm a Vietnam era vet, you would have thought a little bomb went off up here. And there we go. Once again, we're at the Black Bear Diner on Bell and the freeway in Phoenix, Arizona, for the records. There you go, folks. This video of the shunt systems that were stolen, the shunt system breakers, which control the fan systems and stuff in case of fire. And I remember trying to have a hard time trying to find all these shunt breakers. And here they were, and they went to the control system down below to the shunt panels down to shut the fire alarm systems off. So I just want to get this part of this video that the shunt systems were also cut out. And at the bottom of my panel, you see a bunch of wires coming up through that one conduit there. And that would have been my controls to my shunt system. So just some extra footage here of the damage done here to this main panel on the roof here of the Black Bear Diner. Here we are in the crawl space of the Black Bear Diner. Security panel, low voltage wiring ripped out of it. Here's some of my, from the original lighting, one of my panels up here that was part of the shunt system. And conduits were damaged. I don't know, you're going to shine your flashlight back out in this area here. And let me get mine going too. I don't know how much it's going to help. But we'll have it for these guys. You can see some of the stuff been ripped out over here. And this is also where somebody fell through the roof trying to steal these little number 12 copper wires. Come back over here. Here's my fire alarm shunt panel right here that I installed long ago, it seems like, years ago. And they didn't damage it, but it was mainly just 12 wires and 10 wires. And we'll also show some of these conduits ripped out. And I'll just have to come over later on and try to figure out how to figure out the frickin' damage. Didn't expect to see all this. There's some more damage there. We'll just keep shining over in this area here. And just more general damage done back here. The duct's ripped open. And where all my conduits kind of came together over there in the back, you can see the damages in there. So, and there, right in your view, lit up, you'll see a cut conduit with the wires hanging out. So, there you go from the attic of the Black Bear Diner. This is the fire system up here in the attic that they've ripped the cover off. And we'll shine a light down here.
I don't know what this access door is for.
Yeah. Show that there.
I don't know where that was at.
Yeah, no telling where that was at. And this just comes over here to my fire alarm control panel that I installed. Some damage done to conduits over here in this area also. Well, I want you to be sure, here we are back up in the attic space showing some more ripped out MC cables that we didn't notice before up in this area. And junction boxes ripped down. It's like they started ripping down the small electrical, then realized that the real bounty was on the roof with the copper that went to all the condensers and stuff. Don't know if this will show up, but I took pictures of it.
I'm going to, Ron.
Yeah, go ahead, boss.
I'm going to go outside, turn the water on just for a second.
Okay, and let's see where it's coming out up here.
See where it's running.
And here again, this is my fire alarm control panel I put in years ago. What we're filming now is, what does that look like? An 1.5 inch main copper feed. Is that 1.5 inch or 2 inch?
2 inch.
That comes up from the main water system that goes into the attic and then would obviously distribute around. And Randy's going to go back here and kind of point out where it's at there in the wall. There you go, it's right there where Randy's hand is. And that was the main copper distribution pipe that came and distributed around the restaurant that they cut the big copper out of. And by God, I do not see, oh, right here, Randy, here's maybe the junction right here. And I'm shining my light on it down there. You see a pipe here. I see a bunch of solder marks. That would kind of...
Yeah, it probably went down there.
Probably went down right there. And I don't know where this disconnect came from. Like I said, I'll have to come back over here when I got more time and just figure out. And in case I didn't get it in the other video, and I only took pictures, I wanted to show this disconnect up here also that got vandalized. And also one of my pull boxes that went up through the roof. And you can see my 14 and 12 wires for the control systems, for the shunt systems for the roof was ripped out there. So just want to get that too. And one more time around here, just in case I didn't get this in the last video. And there it is. So sad to say, but just the way the world is now.